Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Album Review Corner, and today I will be reviewing My Chemical Romance and their third studio album from 2006, The Black Parade. Alright, this album is considered a rock opera because it tells a story, much like Green Day's American Idiot from 2005, which is one of my favorite albums. In this case, however, this story is the story of a dying cancer patient. And this album can be split into three parts. Really, the man's physical life, which can be seen in songs like The End, which basically sets the scene for the album, explaining that the person is reliving his physical life, he passes away or dies, and then is experiencing the afterlife. And then, like I said, the second part here can be the man's actual death, which can be seen on the song "Death," where the patient realizes he is dead and is again just reliving his life, reliving his life through past events. And then the afterlife experience, which is where the patient is reliving his past life through events, and basically he talks about his early years, his past loves, talks about his family a little bit, and talks about cancer, the horrible disease he was diagnosed with. The singles "Welcome to the Black Parade" and "Famous Last Words" peaked within the top 10 on the Billboard charts when they were released in 2006. I remember hearing "The Black Parade," and it still is one of my favorite songs today. It has a lot of raw emotion. This whole album has a lot of raw emotion. Very emotional album. It's very good. I would definitely recommend checking it out. The songs are well produced for sure. The vocals are very emotional and heartfelt, like I just said. The guitar work is awesome. As far as the emotional lyrics, that can be seen on "I Don't Love You" and the song "Cancer," just because they are such deep and depressing topics that people really don't want to talk about cancer, don't really want to talk about being single and or breaking up. So it's just the way that comes across is a very catchy, very interesting way. The guitar work and the drum work are awesome on this album. It's very dark sounding, very spooky, which helps sets the mood for a depressed kind of toned album. If you don't like the depressed kind of toned album, I think you'll still be okay with this album because of the punk and rock feel to it for sure. Basically, the masterful work on this album can be displayed perfectly on the song "How I Disappear," was where both the drum and the guitar work sound reworked, completely fresh, very catchy. Which I mean, if you're a music fan, you want something to sound new, and this definitely does. I would recommend this album to three sets of people, and really to anyone. The first of which being the punk fans because of the fast, hard thrashing feel of this album. Is a lot of Blink 182 inspired rock, I would say. Blink 182 is one of the first bands that ever did this punk thing, and of course Green Day as well. They're basically rock music fans because of the aggressive guitar and drum feel, much like a Foo Fighters, I would say. I mean, not exactly, but much like it. And then definitely to young teenagers because of the overall message. This album to me is dealing with a lot of issues that young teenagers have to deal with, like death if a grandparent passes away, cancer if one of their family member gets cancer, and just the overall tone of anger. When I first pulled out this album yesterday and listened to it, I could still feel that raw anger, which is really, really good. One of those albums that the timeless classic for me. I loved every song on this album except for a couple. "House of Wolves" and the "Sharpest Lives" are good tracks overall. They have good meanings, but they just seem out of place for whatever reason. Looking this up, they didn't really have meaning towards the album as a story. But like I said, they're good. They're good tracks regardless. And overall, with this album, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because it's one of those albums, when you start, you have to finish, and you will enjoy any bit of this if you're a music fan. So thank you guys for watching this album review corner. Have a nice day. My next review will probably be Papa Roach, the Connection. So stay tuned for that. I should have that up hopefully by the middle of next week, and we'll see what happens if I'm starting school. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment, and have a nice day.